May 15th, 2021, Baltimore Celeb Fest. Greg the Hammer Valentine, Tito Santana at a table together. And I'm not sure who booked who. I'm not sure, if it's Tito's table and Greg's coming along, or it's Greg's table and Tito's coming along. But I'm sitting there and I'm waiting to get the new pictorial history of wrestling signed by both of them. And there's a fella in front of me, and he's got the Mattel Legends figure for Greg Valentine. He seems to have his own Sharpie, and I had some paint pens, and I was about to be like, hey, if you want a paint pen instead, but I didn't. I was like, you know what? He's like me. He's got his own pen. He's ready to go. Greg gets the figure. He comments on the price tag. It's $30 price tag that he bought, at the show. He goes to sign it, and the pen is like half dry. Like you could tell. It's squeaking. And immediately Greg gets pissed, and he's like, oh shit. He doesn't know what to do. So, and it's the first signing I've been back since COVID. Greg Valentine licks his hand multiple times and tries to rub it against the plastic of the Min-On card Legends figure, and it's not working. And he just says, shit. And he takes a different color, a silver Sharpie this time, off of his own table, and over top of the too dry signature, he just as flowery as he can, just Greg the Hammer Valentine over top, gives it back to the guy, and I just look at him, I go, that is a signature you're never going to forget.
Yeah, that's a one of one. Which at first, I think years ago, I would have thought like, no, it's a smudged, gross autograph. What are you doing? But now that I've been listening to the Major Wrestling Figure podcast for so long, starring Matt Cardona, Brian Myers, and Mark Sterling, I've learned all about this autograph life, which I do find totally fascinating. That's a one of one. It's worth more than a one of 1,000. I've also learned that you want to use a paint pen. That's a big thing now. And I've learned about where to put the autographs and how you need the autographs, and you want them crisp and clean. And some people will get an autograph from somebody, not like it, wipe it off, and then go later to an autograph section and ask for a different style of autograph. That's the thing. The autograph market is wild, not just to resell, but also for yourself. People want very specific autographs. I am learning this from the Major Wrestling Figure podcast and the Major Wrestling Figure world that these guys are putting out. It's very interesting. I recommend you listen, download, subscribe. So that in itself, very funny. Also, the middle of COVID season, just touching everything, licking everything. We're not getting political on our wrestling podcast these days, but I'm just saying, when Greg the Hammer Valentine showed up at AEW for the dog collar match, proudly wearing his crisp red with white letters, Make America Great Again hat, that he don't give a flying fuck about COVID. He's just mad. His autograph signings have gone down in the past year and a half, and now he's back, and he's ready to sign these autographs. So sure, that made him a little frustrated, and he wanted to do what's right because he wanted back on the autograph scene. Also, I've been following Greg Valentine on Instagram lately. I'm 97% sure it's not him actually doing the Instagram. It is his Instagram material, but it's pretty good. Quick recommendation from me on this podcast, intertwining with a very fun, COVID-filled autograph story about Greg Valentine. Hey, thanks for watching. That call was part of a whole podcast called Wrestling Anonymous. Listen to the whole thing weekly. Wherever you listen to your podcast, go subscribe. And while you're at it, subscribe right here on YouTube to Colt Cabana's channel. Thank you.